Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. So today we're going to talk about or discuss globalization and modernization in salsa and ketchup and what the effects of colonialism were on the dance of the feather and the resistance dance. So to begin with salsa and ketchup, we'll talk about modernization first. So by definition, it's low-income countries that are affected by their lack of industrialization can improve their global economic standing through an adjustment of cultural values and attitudes to work and industrialization and other forms of economic growth. So there are plenty of examples of this in the article, being the transnational Indian and Dominican workers coming to America and sending their money back to improve the lives of their families and statuses. And again, it's a perfect example because there are people coming from these low-income countries are coming to these core nations like the United States of America, adapting to their cultural and economic norms, benefiting through that, and then sending the money back to their own country and raising the status of maybe their country as a whole or just their family through that means. So, again, a perfect example. Philippines, they promote its citizens as good workers to prove their creditworthiness. So this is an entire country operating on this modernization theory. They want their population to go out to the core nations. Again, adapt this economic culture of America, bring all the money back, and raise the status of the country as a whole. So again, perfect example. As far as globalization, it's perfect because these cultures from all over are coming together and evolving. So an example, both countries must decide how they can represent migrants and what they can demand from them, revise understandings of race and class, because again, because the countries both benefit from it, they both want it, so they have to come to an agreement on what kind of culture will be assimilating, the two countries coming together, meeting in the middle as far as this culture is concerned, and then evolving as a whole. Another example is like Dominican women want to marry these Americanized men because they've adopted the culture from America. They care for children, they do housework, and obviously that has piqued the interest of many Dominican women. So they want the adapted culture from America integrated into their own culture. As far as the effect of colonialism on the dance of the feather and resistance dance, colonialism is the policy or practice of acquiring full or partial political control over another country, occupying it with settlers, and exploiting it economically, which is exactly what the Spanish did. So, when the Spanish conquest arrived, they reduced indigenous populations by 90%. So they kind of took a nice hit there. And he used this feather dance as a way of putting the native people down, saying that, like, there is no resistance, like, you have basically been defeated. So, yeah, again, he used it as a way of saying that, like, it's over, we've won. But when the native people have moved on from this, they now see it as basically an encouragement of resistance. Like, because they made it through, they've adopted this into their culture, and it shows, it basically acts as a symbol of what they've been through and what they've overcome. And as Hernandez says in the article, it's tradition, it's part of its culture, ceremonial, and spiritual identity. So again, it is what culture was before or when the Spanish had arrived, and what the culture continues to be in spite of the Spanish invasion. So colonialism basically led directly to the adaptation and the adoption of the dance of the feather. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.